Have you guys driven anything 18 speed?
No.
Yeah, once for like a minute, and it was impossible.
They're fun.
Yeah, it was weird as hell.
They're great. I used to farm.
Really?
Yeah.
What did you farm?
Driving a wheat.
You don't look like you used to farm at all, Kyle.
When you look directly at Kyle, you think that guy grew up and lived in the city his entire life.
Just a good old boy.
He is cosmopolitan.
What kind of machinery did you drive to farm wheat?
You know, they've got grain trucks. That's what I was driving, but they've got combines. They wouldn't let me do one of those because I flipped a grain truck.
Wait a second.
Let's
just not gloss over
what?
that.
I'm
Back
the
it up
only
a bit.
member of Road and Track staff to have successfully flipped a grain truck, I think.
So
unless
far.
you've got something
I
hiding
have
in the
not.
closet.
I've
like
only
some kind
flipped a
of play
go-kart.
there.
I've never flipped a grain truck.
They took your Caterpillar Kiwi and they're like, maybe try automotive journalism.
That was actually
here
one of
it's
the
okay if you do
qualifiers.
this.
If you
It's like
flip
an
a grain truck,
SAT.
that automatically qualifies
tell that
you.
story. That's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I was like 15, 16 years old, and they somehow trusted me to drive a grain truck for the whole summer, and when they're fully loaded, they don't drive quite as nice as they do when they're empty. So I got up like 3/4 of the way up this hill, and the truck didn't have enough power to make it. And this is like a 40-year-old grain truck. So I stopped on the hill, and instead of radioing back and being like, "Hey, I'm 15, I don't know what I'm doing. Somebody come help me," I thought like,
15-year-old pride
I'm gonna
gets the best
back
of you.
down this hill. And of course, they have air brakes, so you actually have like a limited amount of time that I don't know exactly how they work, but there's like a compressor that provides braking force. But if you're not driving, it's not like filling the reservoir to keep compression on the brakes.
Yeah.
So like you have a little air gauge that's telling you like your brake pressure is running out. And so I felt like, okay, I got to back this thing down a hill. So I started going in reverse down this hill, and another truck started heading up the hill, and you don't want to like fuck anybody else's run up the hill up. So I tried to get out of the way, and I was in reverse and put a wheel over the embankment, and then the truck just rolled a couple times.
So you didn't get in his way.
And it's I didn't get
Did he
in
make
the
it
way.
up? Did the other guy make it up the hill just fine?
I'm sure he did, but I remember as the truck was rolling, I was holding onto the steering wheel,
Jesus.
And I held onto it enough that it flipped me around in the cab, and I just kind of was laying there.
Whoa!
In the cab.
Seatbelt?
No, they don't have seatbelts.
Oh.
I mean, it's like these things.
Because they don't expect people to be rolling them off.
Well, you're not supposed to roll
before
them.
they were mandated.
Yeah,
On the
it's
factory line, like, should we put seatbelts in? It's like, Ted, what could happen?
Who's gonna roll one of these?
This goes 12 miles an hour on a good day.
There's also this like redneck Valhalla thing where like if you get in a crash, you're just expected to take it like a man and go through the windshield.
Yeah,
you know,
and
it's
then
like,
dust yourself off and get in
yeah,
another
exactly. And I think people just did that, like Chuck Yeager. You know, he was just like getting in motorcycle crashes and then breaking the sound barrier back then. And we just
Only the gays break bones, Kyle.
they don't make them like they used to. So you know,
You remember
obviously
like
me, I
Howard
would've
Hughes
snapped.
like crashes his plane in Hollywood
Exactly.
and is like, ha ha ha,
Yeah.
ha. Someone
or,
give me a
or
drink.
Harrison Ford just
With-
crashing at LAX.
With
on a
enough
random day.
barbiturates, you can survive.
Jeez, man.
So
How many
that's my
times did it
grain
flip
truck
over?
story. Just like 1.5.
Whoa.
Did it go back in service?
It did, yeah. Actually, they're tough old bastards. Those trucks. They wheeled it into the shop that night, sent me home, and then when I showed up the next day, they had the bed of the truck all straightened out, and they told me, now you're driving the even shittier truck. You don't even get this old one with no seat belts. I had the most decrepit truck for the rest of the summer.
You had to stand up while you were driving it.
Yeah, pretty much. It had a waterbed in it. I don't know why it didn't feel safe.